Yes, on our YouTube channel, just type in Redband Podcast on YouTube and go there, and we have a video up about Hallmark. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. If you've already seen it, watch it again with some friends.
Yes.
Some family. Especially if you have a family member who loves or hates Hallmark.
Yeah.
This is the movie for them.
When I talk about this topic in the world lately, I'm definitely getting a lot of people with, I'm getting a lot of eye rolls. Oh my God, those movies.
Yes.
So I'm like, who does like these movies?
I don't know.
I don't know
because I got the same response. Someone messaged me and was like, me and my girlfriend, shout out Riley. He's the one who texted me and said that they watched it for fun, just to see a bad movie. And it was awful.
Which one did they watch?
He didn't say.
Oh,
he said they just decided to watch a Hallmark movie on purpose.
See it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that it was awful.
That's great.
Yeah.
We're encouraging people. They should give us a check for that.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're sending people to Hallmark now.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Hallmark.
They need to cut a check.
Yeah. Not that they needed it,
promotion.
Clearly. But,
That's amazing. I'd like to hear what they watched.
Me too.
And maybe get like some sort of like description from them or something.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. So yeah, shameless plug on our part. Go check that out. We had a lot of fun making it. The titles are absurd. So yeah, go check that out and enjoy it.
Lights, camera, action.
UPS, you piece of
I was like, you know what I want to do one day? I want to join a gang.
We're in 2022. Upgrade the cameras.
Yeah.
You can see Saturn and shit, but I can't get a clear picture of someone robbing the gas station.
That was the greatest night in the history of television.
The other morning, I made myself some pancakes.
Okay.
And this is probably going to sound like common sense to most people, but the recipe said that the batter should be thick but pourable. So it was thick, but I wouldn't have said it was pourable. It was a little more on the molasses-y side.
Okay.
So I was like, I'll just add a little more water in there, kind of thin it out.
Sure.
So I did that, and it became pourable, made a good pancake with it. And as the batter sat there, as that pancake cooked, it got thick again.
Huh.
Not pourable.
Okay.
So I was like, just add a little bit more water, I guess.
Right.
So I did that. And then a light bulb went off. And I was like, wow, if I just keep adding water to this, I can get way more pancakes.
Like an unlimited pancake.
In a way.
It's like a clown's bag of gags.
Yeah.
But pancakes.
Yeah, or like that Hershey's chocolate thing. Have you seen that?
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Where it's like the rectangle of Hershey's chocolate and they cut it a certain way and like move it away, and yet it's still like a full piece of chocolate almost.
It's like an illusion.
Yeah, it's an illusion.
I like that.
So I was like, cool.
Okay.
Get way more pancakes, stock up. I'll have breakfast for like 2 mornings this way, right?
Right.
There's a limit, people. There's a threshold. There's a point where you need to stop doing that.
Okay.
And I learned this because I started pouring water and I was like, this is great. And then I made that pancake at the point of no return. And it was bad.
It was mostly water.
It was real bad. Like my pancake had elephantitis.
Ooh.
At a certain point, it was like I was trying to cook pudding.
Sure.
It was like a flappy, loose piece of elephant skin.
It was like a bodily fluid.
Yeah, like it was cooked on the very outside layer.
Yeah.
But it was not. It was like jiggly and squishy in the middle.
Oh.
And it was a bad situation because the outside just kept getting more and more cooked and burnt, but the inside was still very soft and squishy.
It wasn't capable. The inside wasn't capable of being cooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was bad. And it was gross. But I ate it anyway.
You ate it anyway?
I was hungry. And I
What
was so
is-
excited for them. Like I had my syrup and all my toppings ready and I just wanted to eat. And so
all of them were fine except that one.
the last like 2.
The last 2, there was a clear period of pancaking where it began to go in a different direction.
It went very much south for the winter.
Very much.
And so, you can get a lot of pancakes out of your batter just by adding more water.
Yeah.
But there's a certain point where you want to stop doing that because then you're trying to cook liquid, essentially.
I think you should make a cookbook
I should,
about, like life hacks, food life hacks. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen those? Are they like Japanese pancakes, maybe?
Yeah.
Or like it's some sort of oriental pancake that it looks like. I mean, it looks like you kind of want to fuck it a little bit.
Really?
It's that like
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah. It's like so fluffy.
Huh.
You're like, can you use that for self-pleasure? You think these things. You don't say them out loud, but
Sure.
you think them.
Sure.
And it's just a trip. I'd like to eat one of those sometime.
Talk about thick but pourable.
Hey, now.
Hey.
That's my middle name.
Elijah Thick but Pourable.
That I would love if I was like a street baller.
Yeah.
That was, on the N1 street ball team. And I'm like, I think thick yet pourable. Or like NBA Street. That was like my name.
I think I just found my stripper name.
Ah.
Yeah.
Thick yet pourable.
Welcome to the stage for your viewing pleasure tonight. Thick but pourable.
Right.
And then I just like ooze on to the platform.
Right.
Yeah.
And like that's your game. Like you're pouring things.
Yeah.
Things are being poured.
Like I can like frisbees,
Yes.
right? Like a Chiba Hut frisbee. I'll throw pancakes out to the crowd.
Yes.
And then I'll have these jugs of maple syrup and I'll just start pouring it over people as they hold their pancakes out to me.
They call that the Canadian titty bar.
Yeah. That's what that is. Okay. I was wondering.
The Canadian titty bar.
A taste of Canada.
Yeah.
I love it.
Now, you being where you're at healthy wise, what kind of or is this a straight, pancake? Is
true.
this like a blue corn, like New Mexican pancake? Is this a cauliflower pancake?
Right. I should specify.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why it didn't work as well.
Maybe.
But it's basically just the batter's real simple. It's oats, oat flour.
Oats.
And oat flour is just blended up oats, by the way,
Right.
for anyone who's wondering. Super simple.
Easy.
It's like oats, baking powder, cinnamon, nutmeg,
Ooh.
and some almond milk,
Damn.
I think was like the base of it.
Now this isn't a pre-mix in the box.
No, I made it myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
You go a different step.
Yeah, I do.
I
do.
admire that.
And that recipe can be modified. Like I've seen one where it's like oat flour and mashed bananas
Wow.
and like some other stuff. And
Okay.
they come out just like pancakes and taste just like you put the syrup on, it's like a pancake.
Right.
It's perfect.
You ever had a pancake with like sausage or bacon in the batter?
In the batter?
Not to trigger you. In the batter.
Oh, wow. No, I don't think so.
It's like one of those things that I watched, like the Travel Channel growing up. You just sit
Sure.
there and veg out on the Travel Channel and it'll just be like,
God.
I think it was made popular by this place in Denver. I actually went to that place and didn't know I was there until I was sitting down and I already ordered a breakfast burrito because I wanted some Colorado green chili just to see, just to talk shit.
Right.
And like fucking, take a bite and then throw my plate across the fucking restaurant and be like, you guys don't know chili.
You call this chili?
Yeah. And then I started seeing people with their sausage pancake in the batter, bro. And then my mom would make them at home sometimes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I'm getting different visuals. What is it like chopped up sausage in the batter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chopped up situation.
Nice.
And chopped up bacon situations.
Nice.
Not
okay.
bacon bits.
Yeah.
But
Bacon slivers?
yeah.
Okay.
You like bacon's squares.
Ah.
Bacon, like you get a piece of bacon and you do like 4 chops on it.
Yeah.
You give it like 4 chops.
I like that.
Throw it in the batter. Well, you get a couple of those.
Yeah.
Chop them up times 4. and then you throw them in the batter.
That's good, because initially the image that came to my head was like a flat pancake with a big lump of a sausage in the middle of
Right.
it. Almost like a, I don't know, like a bat. It's just like
Yeah.
a little log and two wings.
That's something I feel like you would find in like the Midwest, and they'd be like, "This is our famous fucking sausage pancake," and you'd be like, "You guys are disgusting.
Yeah, what is that?
Like you people are just the bottom of the barrel of our country. Just God,
Bottom of the
please."
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, well,
Now-
literally.
Cracker Barrel, though.
Yeah,
I'm not going to lie. I used to kind of shit on Cracker Barrel a little bit.
of course.
But, dude, it slaps.
Oh, it's so good.
And the prices for what you get there,
yeah.
holy shit. You can walk in there with $10 and eat like a king,
Yep.
which is unheard of in this economy.
Absolutely. My ancestors approve of me enduring a little racism to go into a Cracker Barrel. It's like eating Chick-fil-A during Pride Month, you know?
Yeah,
it's just
right.
kind of like, hey,
You gotta eat. And they're open.
yeah. Imagine if they closed during Pride Month. They're like, this on the Lord's month.
Yeah, right.
We will remain closed every damn day until you queers are out of the streets.
The day that Chick-fil-A raises a rainbow flag,
Right.
that's how you know something's wrong.
That's how you know something's wrong. That's how you know that it's going to make a money. Kind of like we said about the Super Bowl commercials and stuff.
Oh, true.
That's
they
how you
found a
know,
way.
like,
Yeah.
That's the profit. You can't turn away from it.
Yeah, exactly.
You raise that rainbow flag.
You do.
But yeah, Cracker Barrel goes so hard.
Man, it's great. Like, you eat a big country boy breakfast at Cracker Barrel, and then you go outside and you sit in those handcrafted wooden rocking chairs,
Yeah.
and you talk about the old days. Yeah, man.
Yeah, you just, dude, I don't know if you ever came across this thing. This racism reminded me of this. There was a thing on TikTok at some point, and I think it's been on a few things, maybe Reddit too. And like hospice nurses started posting like the most horrifying things that people have confessed to on their deathbed.
Oh, really?
And like 80% of them were like incredibly racist murders.
Oh,
Like,
man.
It was just like, what the fuck?
I can only imagine. Yeah.
Yeah. They're just like 97 and they're just like back, you know. One, I'm glad I didn't get too many more. You might not be here, sweetheart. Like,
Right.
you know, like just straight confessions and just
That's
like,
crazy.
Just like guys just being like, yeah, like when I was 18, I kicked my girlfriend off Yosemite. Fucking never talked about it again until right now. You're just like, damn.
Went to the bar, got a couple beers.
Yeah.
With the boys. It was nothing.
Had a couple beers, never had a problem, but now that I'm almost dead, I see her in my sleep. She's come back. She's pulling me to the depths of hell.
It's crazy to think, like, in X amount of years, what people on their deathbed will be confessing to. Like,
Yeah.
I feel so bad. One time I misidentified. I assumed someone's gender.
Yeah. My daughter was non-binary and I kept calling her she.
I supported Johnny Depp.
Yeah. I was the one spreading Amber Heard propaganda. I created a fake Twitter. It was me all along.
Flatlines.
Yeah, just flatline. Yeah. Just be like, she will not be buried in peace any longer. This lady.
The hospice nurse is like, I don't know what to do with that.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I hope the confessions get less dark over time. Jesus. Some
Yeah,
of
right.
those ones were like, and those nurses, they were just like, yeah, this is pretty much why I quit doing this job. Like,
That's why I would start doing the job.
that's why I would start doing the job too.
You know, you want to hear some stories.
Dude, I've always felt that way. And I don't know, like being a screenwriter,
Yeah, right?
you're just like, let's just hang out with some dying people, let them tell me a story or two, and I'll just use some elements of that and make a movie.
That's kind of it's like that Scary Stories movie. Mm-hmm. Have you seen that?
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just watched it. And
Not as good as I wish it was.
yeah, I didn't know what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Because I have the book, or one of the books, Scary
Right.
Stories. And like, but we could do something similar. It's
Yes.
like confessions to tell on your deathbed. Mm-hmm. Confessions of a former teenage
Yeah.
drama queen, something
Right.
like that. And then it's just they find this book that a hospice nurse wrote down in the closet while she was crying on break
Yep.
of all the stories that these people would tell her.
Brilliant.
And then she committed suicide because it was too much. And then her blood dripped onto the book. And now they find it in the back of the janitor's closet and they're like, what's this? And they open it up and it's like, I don't know, go from there.
Absolutely.
Take that idea.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're so good.
God, yeah, man. We should go right
so
for
good.
Hallmark or something.
We
Lifetime.
have to hone in our talent.
Yeah, we do.
I'm feeling very confident again in myself.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I got asked to do a show at the
Oh,
Comedy
yeah.
Club
I saw.
opening.
Yeah, tell us about that because I saw
Yeah.
you post.
I just hadn't felt. I'm making a lot of changes in my life
Excellent.
right now. All for the better.
Yeah.
My therapist says I've been depressed.
Oh,
Can't argue with that.
yeah.
Hard to argue with that one.
Hard. Yeah.
All right, you're the doctor. I'm the
You
patient.
have the degree.
Yeah, you went to school for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just haven't been in my bag, as the kids say.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I've been very comfortable in a lot of ways too.
Mm.
Depression's comfortable.
It is.
It's comforting. You just play video games,
Sit in the dark.
sit in the dark, watch movies, but it's one of those things where you also take it easy on yourself because, through this pandemic, I know so many people in sobriety who have relapsed and some of them have died. And
Wow.
a lot of them had years and years of sobriety. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
And hey, we're all glad you didn't.
Right? Well, there would be a different kind of Redband podcast happening.
That's for sure. Or it just wouldn't be happening.
It would be like Redband podcast. Estevan is posting an apology because I stole all the microphones and pawned them.
Yeah. And I don't even know. I'd be posting it from Instagram Live because I would
Yeah.
have no microphone.
Be like, guys, I'm sorry to break this to you. Unfortunately, I'm filing a police report.
Yeah.
Elijah stole all the microphones and then he shit on my bed.
And he Amber Hearded me.
He Amber Hearded me. Yeah, I don't know. I had a really good a session with my therapist. It all came together really nicely. I got asked to do that comedy show.
Yeah.
At the opening of the new comedy club, Dry Heat Comedy Club. Shout out.
Dry heat?
Dry Heat.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you said dry heave.
Well,
And I was like, that's
there will
interesting
be
name,
some
but-
of that.
Yeah.
So there will be some comedians dry heaving after they black out.
Sure.
And that's fun. And that made me happy to get asked. I spent a lot of time pretending
Yeah.
I didn't care whether or not I was doing comedy or people wanted me to. I said, I don't care.
Yeah.
But I care. I do care.
Excellent.
And shout outs to Sarah Kennedy, shout outs to Steph Darnell. They both asked me. And then I had a session with my therapist and it was like, hey, bud, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Hey, bud, get up in the morning.
Yeah.
Stop playing video games till 2 a.m. Be a better partner.
Sure.
What's up? So I've been killing it this week.
Hell yeah.
I've been killing it this week. I've been going to bed at a good time. You know what time I was up this morning, Esteban?
What time?
6 a.m.
Holy shit.
And you know what? And that's in all my relationships, including ours.
Yeah.
Estevan.
Oh.
Sometimes, I'm off on Fridays.
Yeah.
Thursday night, I'm like, hey, I'm off on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
What do I want to do? I want to game.
Yeah.
What do? I game till 3 a.m.
God.
I crawl out of bed and come record this podcast. we've done a lot of great work, but I don't always maybe give my 110.
And what's great is you can't tell, at least.
Sure.
I can give you that.
That's good.
You can't tell. I feel like you're always on it, always on one. But I feel that, man. The day off, the next day is a dangerous game. Mm-hmm. Literally, because I've been there and it's like, you know what? Let's hop online with the boys.
Yes.
And screw it. I got nowhere to be tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Before you know it, fucking sun's coming up and peeking through the window and you're like, shit.
Yeah.
I'm still playing this game. I'm disgusted with myself. I haven't done that in a very long time. I've with the sun coming up at least, but I did game pretty late the other night. And yeah, you feel it.
Well, it's okay every once in a blue,
Sure.
you know, but making it a lifestyle is definitely not gonna get me anywhere.
Yeah.
What am I like? What do I want out of this life? Like, so I don't know. I guess I'm feeling very rejuvenated.
I love that.
Yeah, we're feeling a little rejuvenated here. And so that kind of goes back to like our ideas. We have some good ideas.
Yeah, we do.
We can make a good flick, and we are going to write scary stories from hospice nurses to tell in the dark, rated R.
Yeah.
Not directed by Guillermo del Toro.
Oh.
He's fine and all, but
yeah.
I was not exactly 100% pleased with Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark.
And that was him? He did that?
He did do that.
Ah, well, he's doing, supposedly, it's supposed to be a darker Pinocchio.
I don't hate that.
We'll see. I probably won't watch it because that style, that claymation style, just...
You don't like that?
It makes my spine shiver and tingle.
Have we talked about that on the mic or off the mic? I can't remember.
I think we've talked about it on. I have this weird phobia about claymations. I think it stemmed from James and the Giant Peach.
Sure.
And it's just like, ugh, dude, I can't. It's so unnatural. And like Little Drummer Boy, ugh.
Yeah.
Get out. Go away. I've never seen Nightmare Before Christmas.
No, thank you.
No, thanks.
What about, obviously you haven't seen it, but what comes to mind is Frankenweenie.
Yeah, no
Another Tim
Frankenweenie.
Burton.
No Coraline.
Yeah.
God, I think probably one of the last times I saw one was Chicken Run.
Yeah. Oh.
Chicken Run, which
classic.
that's like back-to-back scarring. Because if you've ever seen James and the Giant Peach, scarring.
Yes.
It's a scarring movie. And then if you've seen Chicken Run, literally you see the shadow in the opening of the movie and that chicken gets its head cut off. Mm-hmm. Claymation. Stop. Mm-hmm. So yeah, probably won't watch that. You'll have to watch the Pinocchio Guillermo del Toro thing and tell me what
Wallace
it's like.
and Gromit.
It's all right. It's okay. That one pushes it. I've seen it. I used to watch it, I think, a little bit when I was younger. And if it's on in the background, I'll kind of side eye it. I'll like watch it. But I'm not. Yeah, I'm not immersed.
It pushes it. I like that.
I will say that the cheese and crackers that they eat in that show make you want cheese and crackers.
It does, and that's
so
the thing
bad.
that comes to mind. The second you think about that, they just make a cheese and cracker look great.
Damn.
I think live stream idea. We strap you to a chair, and we make you watch Coraline.
Okay.
That would ruin you.
I think he really would.
I think like Hereditary has nothing on that. For you, I think strapping you to a chair, giving you the old Clockwork Orange, maybe like forcing your eyeballs open.
Oh, okay.
And putting on Coraline. Yeah.
I feel like I'd become the guy from Get Out, where I would just be frozen in fear on the chair. I couldn't move, and one tear would be streaming down my face.
That's what would be happening.
Yeah.
That's exactly what would be happening.
So, I mean, look, if you guys throw enough money to it, I'll strap myself to a chair and watch movies like that make me want to die.
That would be great eventually for like a goal, like hey, we're looking for a subscriber goal, a Patreon goal or something of the sort. And it's like, hey, if we can get this many people subscribed, we'll do it. We'll do that with you for that. We'll get me on Morbius.
Morbius. Oh man, that's a fun one.
Yeah. We'll make me watch Morbius while I put my feet and like one of those things where like the little fish nibble on your dead skin cells.
Yeah.
And that would be the ultimate torture. Oh, that would be just like...
Do you not like your feet being touched?
I don't like my feet being touched.
All right.
Especially not by little things.
Little fishies.
Yeah. That's a no-no for me.
I don't have a problem necessarily with my feet being touched, but I think the little fishy thing would be pushing it because I'm like,
yeah,
that's gross.
I
That's
mean,
gross
it's
for you
little
fish.
Fishes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
They have no place on the feet.
No. Shouldn't be down
not
there.
for the feet.
A foot. What about like a foot massager thing where it's just like the little rollies and the water jets? It's not a person, but it's the little foot bath. What about that?
That would be rough.
Yeah.
That would be uncomfortable.
Okay.
I could probably stand it, but I wouldn't be in a good mood.
I'm wondering if Morbius would have a numbing effect to where you wouldn't even notice the foot massage.
Yeah.
It just might.
If we really want to take it to another level, we'll double feature Suicide Squad and Morbius.
I'm actually down because I've been wanting to force myself to watch the first Suicide Squad again.
Yeah.
Because I've only seen it one time in theaters and then immediately hit you with Morbius afterwards.
We should do Suicide Squad Morbius, and we should put like sharp objects, like shoelaces.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a bunch of pills, just all sort of things, just to see if I start side-eyeing those like objects, those miscellaneous objects.
A big Costco-sized bleach.
Yeah, get a Costco-sized bleach in there, maybe a funnel.
And we'll even take the cap off. So you're like, you get a little whiff of it too every now and then. And you're like, maybe.
Enticing.
Yeah, some Tide Pods.
Yeah,
we'll put those in little
Tide
snack
Pods.
cups for everybody.
Yeah, I'll fucking I'll hit a Tide Pod on a dab rig
There you go.
and just I can't believe that was the original. I feel like that was the original Tide Pod video, which is a guy who smoked a Tide Pod in a dab rig.
Really?
What a time to be alive.
Remember when that was like our biggest thing? We're like, why are people eating Tide Pods?
I missed that.
I missed that.
Well, it was a service to
Yeah.
society.
Yeah.
You did it for the view.
Yeah.
You got him.
Yep. And now look at us.
Now look at us. What will we do for the view?
Yeah. We will watch horrifying movies and awful movies with sharp and dangerous objects in the vicinity.
And just sitting around.
Yeah. Just for the views, for maybe the money.
You know, cigarette lighter.
Yeah.
Just, you know, maybe I swallow it. I don't know.
It'd be great.
I don't know. Like
Sure.
Deadpool.
I do want to go back a little bit to the comedy
Yes.
because that's exciting. What's the process now? Like, are you already writing jokes? Are
I
you gonna
am, and I can
revamp?
tell that there's a difference. I can tell I've been down in the blues
Yeah.
where there's just no inspiration. There's no like just desire. And all of a sudden there's a desire.
Yeah.
All of a sudden there's inspiration. And honestly, I believe in that. You know, I think sometimes it's better to not force it.
Yeah.
And you just gotta like be like, I'm in a slump.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm very dramatic. So when I have a slump, I take it to the extreme and I'm just like, well, I'm just quitting forever, you know?
Yeah.
Insane, but whatever. That's just who I am. So yeah, I got some ideas. I think I'll play it a little safe for this show, and I have like pretty much my go-tos.
Yeah.
And I got some go-tos, and I got maybe some stuff to add on to them.
Nice.
Not like full-blown new anything quite really, but stuff to add on.
Yeah.
And then I got some ideas. Some new ideas. I got to do something about Stranger Things being filmed at El Dorado.
Oh, yeah.
I got to do a bit about that.
Hit on the locals there.
Yeah, you know, hit the locals and just like make a point like that it's really odd to see Millie Bobby Brown in the place where I first tried cocaine, you know. Something like that.
Maybe it's the place where she's first tried cocaine too.
I
Who
hope
knows?
so.
Who knows?
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, there's a lot to do. There's a difference, you know, whatever's in our brains that make us creative.
Yeah.
when I'm not in tune with that, it's a clear, I can feel the difference than when I am. And I know I am now, because when I'm in tune with that, the world becomes comedy again. Like, and everything becomes the potential for material.
That's awesome.
You can feel it. I can feel it. I can see anything that comes up. I'm like looking for stuff. So, it's exciting. It's incredibly exciting. And this is going to be a comedy club. This is a club.
Yeah.
This isn't, Marble Brewery. This isn't fucking, whatever, Trick Lock Theater.
In the back of some
basement of some fucking of fucking New York Pizza Company, whatever the fuck downtown. Yeah. Like, this isn't that.
This isn't O'Neill's on a Wednesday.
Yeah, fucking O'Neill's on an Irish restaurant.
Yeah.
An Irish pub restaurant. Like, what are we doing? I do want to throw another shout out to Sarah Kennedy and her wife, who I don't know by name quite well. I think it's Kelly something. And what Sarah did that was very interesting too is she made a podcast herself. It's really interesting. Everyone should check it out.
I can link it.
We'll link it. And it's called Comedy Ghost Town.
Comedy Ghost Town.
And it's a limited series, 11 episodes, and none of the episodes go more than 20 minutes, I think.
Nice.
Some of them are really short and simple. And it's all about trying to figure out why Albuquerque doesn't have a comedy club. And she does a lot of interviews with a lot of interesting people, local comedians, some even renowned comedians.
Yeah.
It's a good listen because, and it's kind of like this weird, I don't know if she sees it this way, but there's a spiritual component there.
Yeah.
And I saw her talk about it on her interview with KOB or KRQE.
Yeah.
And she said she was doing that podcast kind of hoping that someone would say, oh yeah, I have money. Why don't I do it? And when you look back at that podcast now, you see that, it was always meant to be that she would be the one to do it.
Yeah.
Like, to me, there's something super spiritually profound there where it's like, now she's done it.
That's awesome.
So it's it's a good podcast.
She manifested the thing she was wondering about.
I kind of feel like she did.
Yeah, like, why don't we have one? I'll start one.
Yeah.
That's how it starts.
Absolutely.
But that's cool. Like, I mean, you're right. Like, I didn't realize we didn't have a comedy club until you just said that. And now it's kind of exciting, like, to get something like that here, a place where we can just go and hopefully laugh.
Absolutely, dude. And I think it's going to be a place for us as local comedians to like learn how to do comedy club. I think, one of the ones I listened to, I haven't listened to all of the Comedy Ghost Town, but she interviews Buck D, local comedian. And he says like, it's going to force us to become a little more professional,
and
it's
better. Like any big comedian who's popular nowadays, that's where they started. They went and they put their name on a list at a local comedy club.
Right.
And they tried some material and they kept going back. And even well-established comedians, Tiffany Haddish, Chris D'Elia, Jerry Seinfeld, Joe Rogan, like they still will go to those little comedy clubs and that's where they try new material and they'll build on it. And that's how they just get better. So like, I'm really excited for local comedians to have a place like that where they can do that and get better and maybe launch somebody out of here, out of this city with a big name in comedy.
Guys like Louis C.K., Brian Callen, Brendan Schaub. No, I'm just kidding. There needs to be that. Yeah. There needs to be that here.
That's been lacking. I'm really surprised. I did not know we didn't have one.
Well, so there was Laughs Comedy Club, which I guess lasted from the 80s till about 2009, I think they said on there.
Oh, okay.
And then, so when I first got sober this time, and I was trying to start doing comedy, there was a comedy club that was going to open. This is 2018, early 2019, like early summer 2019. And then, a couple of things happen with the person who was going to open this comedy club up. And then I don't know. I guess he was just incredibly like crooked because the comedy club shut down 2 weeks in.
Wow. Okay.
It only took 2 weeks for it to shut down.
Wow.
Yeah, he like, I don't know if it was a fraud thing or he just didn't have the money he claimed he had or.
Yeah.
But it is exciting. And I'm sure it's exciting for someone who would like to go watch some comedy, is it not?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Albuquerque in general just needs more things to do.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
In general. And it's sad because I work with real estate agents.
Yes. Yes, you do.
And I heard their reasoning behind why we don't get stuff here, why we don't have a major stadium or like a Gucci store or like a big amusement park. And it's because the pay rate here is so low. I mean, the cost of living here is still low comparatively to other places.
Right.
But we're not paid enough to have excess to go spend on these things.
Right.
So you can have a Gucci store in Albuquerque, but the number of people who can afford to even shop at a Gucci store is so low that it wouldn't make it. Mm-hmm. And same with like a stadium. Like our population isn't big enough to pack that stadium for every single game, to support a professional team, to pay for tickets to go there. Like, so it sucks because we're just like stuck in this perpetual thing unless they lower the cost of living more. So that way we have excess money, or they start paying us more, but it's just, they pay us more and then they have to raise costs of things so they can afford to pay us more. And so it's like, how are we ever supposed to get out of this cycle? Not sure. But long tangent short, love that we're getting something like that, a full-on comedy club here. It's something to do. And I think if we could start small, right? Like a little comedy club, a little like Meow Wolf-esque kind of place. You start with stuff like that. We got Top Golf finally.
Right.
Fucking finally.
Finally.
And they didn't even want to come here.
Oh, I bet not.
Rightfully so. Who does?
No.
But they like worked out a deal. I don't know what they did, but now it's here. And that place is thriving. Mm-hmm. It's packed. Every time I go there, it's fucking packed.
The only time I've ever tried to go there, it was a 2.5 hour wait.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think that's the thing. I think that is the mindset. Like, oh, if we go here, people aren't going to spend. Mm-hmm. But I see the opposite in a way. Like, I think people will move some stuff around in their budget to do something fun in the city because we are lacking. So, that's exciting. It's exciting to be like, yeah, there's a place to go on a Friday night and watch some comedy. Yeah.
Well, because even people like us who may not be raking in the big bucks, but we're like, we have enough money to keep a roof over our head, keep some gas in the car, and maybe have a car payment, and maybe shop at a Sprouts, here and there. And it's like, we don't have all the money in the world, but we'll go do stuff. Yeah. And I think that's a lot of people here in a way.
If you bring it, they will come.
They will. They sure damn will. So, and I think we will get more things. And it does sound like the thing to get us out of that would be a boom of sorts. Mm-hmm. We keep doing things to make that happen. You got Intel, that was a huge move in Rio Rancho. And then obviously Netflix. Yep. Sandia Labs brings people in.
Facebook.
Facebook. Mark Zucky.
Yeah, Mark. Yeah, right. Amazon,
right?
So absolutely. I mean, I think maybe those are the things. Yeah, because those will bring the people who do afford that stuff out here, right? And then when enough of them are out here, they're like, I miss my Gucci store. What is there to do? Yeah. I remember Kesha.
Oh God,
who remembers Kesha? Right?
She's someone.
She opened, I think, for Rihanna or something here years ago. Yeah. This was the beginning of her career. She had one song, I think, and I think it was TikTok. And so she performed that one. Everyone's like, ah. And she had a couple more songs. But I remember she was standing on stage and she was doing a little audience work. And she was like, so, I got here and like, what do you guys do out here? Like, what is there to do? And I didn't know what to do and blah, blah, blah. And then she was like, but you guys have Sky. You do have Sky. And I was like, cool. We have a fucking Sky. Albuquerque. That should be it. Albuquerque.
Yeah.
We have Sky.
That is amazing. I've never heard that story about Kesha.
Yeah.
That is a great story. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. We have Sky.
Sure.
We got Sky.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what we're known
sums us
for.
up.
Sunsets and Sky.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just sit out there and see the sky.
Yeah. Just watch the sunset and then go inside and do nothing.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we need more things to do, but it's just, for us, it's never going to be like your traditional city. I mean, there's not going to be, well, right now, and that's some shifts that need to happen where it's like, well, nightlife. Do you want to go have a nightlife and possibly take a couple of rounds in the torso?
Exactly.
I mean,
you do bring up a good point, which is even if we had stuff here,
yeah.
How long would it take before it was ruined?
And that's why, there needs to be some changes. And I think there is. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm all like, support the blue.
Yeah.
But, fucking, I mean, they're doing some operations right now that seem to be cleaning some stuff up.
Oh.
I hope they get those people treatment, those who need it.
Yeah.
And I hope they do get some people off the streets who
Sure.
shouldn't be on the streets.
Our downtown is a shit show.
It's a shit fuck.
First of all, parking alone makes me not want to go downtown.
Easily.
Forget the violence and all that shit. Parking alone is a pain in the ass
Just
down
the
there.
parking.
They got to do something about that.
Right.
So where is this comedy club going to open? Do you know? Is it downtown?
It's downtown.
Of course.
Yeah.
So, it's just like it makes going anywhere difficult as fuck.
Yes.
Anywhere down there.
Yeah.
So there's that. Then when you do find a parking space, your head's on a 360 swivel
Yep.
because you're like, what the fuck, where?
And you're like, I need to make sure I don't leave any valuables in here.
Yeah.
And you need to tell yourself, you need to cope ahead.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to say, there's an X amount of chance that I come out to a broken window or no car.
Yeah.
And you just accept that. Not many places around here where you can just leave the car unattended, except it really blew my mind when our friend Matt, Matt.
Yeah.
Matt.
Yeah.
Come on, Matt. Our pal Matt, I remember when I went to his place with you guys one time and I went to lock my door and I went, you know what? I don't think I have to do that here. This is
it's a really freeing feeling because I felt that way before too. I'm like, I could leave that in the car.
Yeah.
I
think we're good.
Yeah.
I don't have to worry.
Yeah. It's a weird feeling for sure.
And there's those areas. And for me, I always laugh because it's like some of those areas we used to hang out around or whatever up in the Higgity Heights.
Yeah.
Location of Stranger Things season 4.
Yeah.
With that, what you're worried about is shitty little high school kids who think that they're Juice World.
Yeah.
Or Lil Peep.
Mm-hmm.
They're high school kids who think that they're Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
And they're the ones who are like blacked out on Xanax and will steal your car. Yeah.
It's these skinny little broccoli hair boys.
Yeah.
That's what we like to call them, the broccoli hair boys.
Broccoli hair boys.
Why that hairstyle is a thing I will never understand.
Nope.
I won't understand.
That's so funny. Broccoli hair boys.
You mentioned the shitty high school kids, and I do remember now this time I was driving to my friend's house at night.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden there was this loud on my window. But no, it was just these kids who were driving by cars and throwing eggs at them.
Wow.
Yeah, and then they started to drive off and they saw that I was speeding up after them and they hauled it. They ran a red light just to get away from me.
The whole thing.
So I show up to my friend's house and he's outside spraying his car down and I'm like, "Hey, what's up, man? Sorry I'm late." And I was like, "Dude, you'll never believe what happened." And he was spraying his car down because sure enough, he got egged too.
Those little shits
hit him too and he's like, "Let's go fucking find him."
Yeah. Now, once upon a time,
yeah,
I was the shitty kid in the Heights.
Sure.
I drove around Glenwood Hills during Christmas, looking at the Christmas lights and throwing eggs at cars once upon a time.
Yeah.
Tipped over a couple trash cans and an not unknown, but not to be named friend of mine may have thrown a big rock in the window of a car once.
Ouch.
And so my karma will come. And I'll be ready. And that's what I know people don't want to, come here and spend lots of money because of that. And that's okay.
Yeah,
I
true.
understand. But give it a go. Give it a chance.
Sure, give us a chance. Because not a lot of people do, and that's why we don't progress.
Yeah, and it is hard to build up steam though. And I have noticed that. What happened with the New Mexico United Soccer, that's pretty badass. That's pretty anomaly. There was a lot of support there.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the thing is you bring something like that to a city that's dry, literally and metaphorically.
Yes.
And people will get excited about it. And people will back it and they will support it.
Right.
I think a lot of people doubt our ability to do that here, but we've got plenty of examples, plenty of proof that it will, and it will sustain. United's been here for a couple years now.
Couple good years now.
And people are getting more and more excited about it. You see the United stickers everywhere, people wearing the shirts, the jerseys. People just want something to believe in and support and back and go and do. And we're lacking that here. But if you give it to us, we will support the shit out of it.
We'll make it happen.
Yeah.
I also really hope with the filmmaking boom that local creators get more opportunities.
Yeah, it sucks because it's you think that.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the day, they still just bring their people from LA here rather than hiring people here. So it's still hard to get jobs in that industry.
Yes.
Which is why a lot of us are fuck it. We'll start our own then.
Start our own deal.
Start our own independent movie business and just go make our own stuff then. We'll hire ourselves.
Yeah.
So,
and who's to say you don't go to Netflix's doorstep, slip them a little disc under the door and say, give it a watch. Let us know if you want to buy it.
Yeah, a little mixtape.
Mixtape.
Why not?
You can't, nothing gets done.
Yeah.
If you don't take the step.
It's true.
Put that on a fucking shirt.
For sure.
Yeah.
And if you want to hear, actually listen to another podcast that I produce called Grit, Grind, Hustle.
Yeah.
Grit, Grind, Hustle. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple. You can find it on the YouTube channel, Simply Real Estate NM. We just interviewed a producer. His name is Michael D. Jones. And that's a very interesting podcast for sure. Just to hear his perspective. I love his mindset, the way that he views working in the movie industry. It's very similar to how the kind of shift we want to create.
Yes.
And so, he talks a little bit about that kind of stuff. And so there's some good information if you're looking for nuggets, on his advice for trying to get in and try to do your thing. Definitely go give that a listen. I can link it below.
Yeah.
But we did talk a good talk about the movie situation here. And, so
I want to find it. Grit, Grind, Hustle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grit, Grind, Hustle.
It's not that one, is it?
The top one, yeah.
It is the top one.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, did you guys just...
It's brand new.
Yeah, it is brand new.
We just put it out. Yeah.
It's brand spanking.
Yeah. So we just recorded that, but it should be out by the time you're hearing this.
Subscribed.
Yes. Good.
Yeah, that's a good point to make. You are a man who wears many hats.
Yeah,
I don't know how many people know that.
And I have worn many hats, and I continue to put on new hats sometimes.
You do.
Currently working on this commercial for them, and I'm having to wear every single hat. I'm doing literally everything by myself, and so I'm learning a lot, but it's also a lot.
It's a lot, but it's how you have put yourself in a position where this is how you make a living.
Yeah.
Which is why Redband needs to become a little more profitable.
Yes.
So guys, you know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Estevan works really hard and he needs to make a little money. Okay.
Yeah. We need to we're trying to get you guys some video, and we're going to. We are going to,
and I think it's going to be pretty fucking good.
Yeah. and it might not be the highest quality you've ever seen, but we're taking our own advice.
Yes.
We've said it many times on the show of like, just start. Don't worry about it being perfect. So we're going to do that.
Right.
We're going to have video. But
That's the reason we talk about these things, is because we're really just talking to ourselves at the end of the day.
that's all it is, right? Self-therapy, self-help. I do want to go back now to the comedy thing real quick.
Yeah.
Because I had a question. Have you ever had someone try to pitch a joke to you?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah. My own mother.
Okay.
Now, shout outs to moms. My mom is funny. I think I get my dad's funny too. With my mom, I get her sense of humor and her great comedy.
Yeah.
From my dad, I get the storytelling ability.
Yeah.
But yeah, the last person who tried to pitch me jokes was my mom.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Did you use it? Use the material?
I think I will.
Okay.
I still have. Do I have it? I wrote it down, I'm pretty sure. The other night I was trying to rearrange some jokes though, and I hope I didn't accidentally delete it. I might have. But yeah, my mom was the last person who tried to pitch me jokes. They were pretty fucking hilarious, actually.
Yeah.
And it's cute. But I really think she was kind of thinking like, oh, he's not gonna. And I was like trying to tell her like, Mom, these are fucking really good.
Yeah.
Like, this is not a joke. Like, I think one of them was the still yo girl equation. I don't know exactly what the premise was again, but like the still yo girl equation.
I'm
That shit
interested.
was pretty funny.
You have my interest.
Right?
Yeah.
Doesn't that pique an interest in you?
It does.
Besides that, yeah, then there's people who do it and it's not good at all.
Right.
And then you kind of just got to look at them and go, oh.
Like, that's an idea.
Like, you should try and do a joke about such and such. My dad has tried to pitch me a couple of jokes.
Yeah.
And me and him, we're just not the same style.
Okay.
So I'm like, Dad, not the worst, but
Yeah.
not me. It's not me.
Right. Yeah. That's good.
Now that you say that, yeah, literally both of my parents have tried to pitch me jokes.
That's awesome.
Isn't that
Yeah,
great?
because I've always wondered, like, comedians all the time, I'm sure get people like, oh, you should tell a joke about this.
Yes. Yeah, you get that. And
Yeah.
you're kind of like, but you get that in everything, though. I
Oh, yeah.
remember when I was in film class and I got chosen to direct a quick project in class, like on the fly. Like,
Yeah.
like we're doing let's do it, make it, set it up. Elijah, you're the director. And immediately, like 3 people came up to me and were like, it should be about this.
Yes.
And I said, guess what? I'm the director,
Yeah.
not you.
Yeah.
Your props. Go get my fucking props. You
Yeah.
know?
For sure.
Yeah. I was pretty assertive at that time. So I was like,
Nice.
all you guys get out of my face.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, you got to be on the film set.
Definitely. No, that's interesting. But you're right, it does happen. I'm sure like even songwriters, you should write a song about this.
Yeah.
Which I could get it. I get where people are coming from, but I can't imagine. I really want to hear if anyone does pitch you anything
Right.
and it's bad. Because
That's
I want to
terrible.
hear what a bad comedy pitch sounds like.
It's probably going to start happening a lot more.
I love
Let's
that.
just say
I'm
that.
excited for that.
Yeah, people will just, they'll just be like, well, and then like, I'm sure people are like, you should do a joke about how Donald Trump is racist. And you're just like,
Yeah.
we don't do that. Like, that's
like,
old.
no.
That's 2016.
Yeah.
Like, we're not there anymore.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the president jokes, any president joke, like it's
They're
been
fucking
done.
stupid. They're boring.
Been done. We've seen it. We've heard it.
Yeah, even a Joe Byron.
Yeah,
Don't
Joe
do a
Byron.
Okay, the peak of Biden comedy
Yeah.
was the homeless guy saying when they said, "Who's the president?" and he said Byron.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna be funnier than that.
Yeah. Well, don't even touch it. Just leave that.
Just leave that.
Leave
That
on a
is-
high note.
That's the funniest thing that'll ever be in reference to Joe Biden that's ever happened.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely.
you can't beat that.
Do you remember back when we first started the podcast? I was like, I had one joke.
Yeah.
I have one joke, and I don't even know if it's considered a joke, but I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll wait and I'll put it on the Patreon. We don't have a fucking Patreon.
We still don't have a page.
But yeah, I've never said the quote unquote joke because I've like, I don't have the mind
Right.
to write in a stand-up comedy format.
Right.
But this one particular day I had a thought.
Right.
And I was like, that's an interesting thought. I bet that could be stand-up comedy.
Are you going to say it?
Should I?
I think you should say it. And I think if by chance it's truly not in a comedy stand-up joke format, we can workshop it here live.
Live, that would be cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So this was I won't even call this a joke. I'll just say this was my thought, my shower thought, my observation of life.
Yeah.
And it goes like this. At what point do we stop keeping track of how old a dead person would be today? Like, how absurd would it be to one day be like, you know, grandma would have been 165 today.
That's pretty much, first of all, is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That seems perfectly in format.
So, because I thought that and I was like, that's kind of true. Like, people do that. They're like, you know, so-and-so would have been however old today. And then at what point do you stop?
Yeah. I think, and I think maybe a way that it could start would be like, isn't it weird how we make statements on how old a person would be if they were still alive?
Yeah.
Like, at what point, like you said, at what point does it get absurd?
Yeah.
Grandma would have been 167 years old today.
Yeah.
And then maybe you could go into like, maybe we could go into like, I don't know. Well, then you could do like funny ones, not funny ones, but like ones that seem odd. Like you could be like, Anne Frank would be like 57.
Yeah.
Like that one's not what you expect.
Yeah. Right.
Something like that. No, that's a great fucking joke. Let's do that joke. Let's make it a thing.
Refine it and you can have it.
And I will take it to stage.
Yeah.
Because and I was thinking about this. There's a show that just came out. It's called Hacks.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it. My girlfriend started watching it. But it's about an old comedian who has a young comedian come write for them. And same with funny people.
Yeah, right.
And it's like ghostwriting in comedy is not even it's not like rap. It's like just a normal thing.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
I would imagine like, well, you think about writers' rooms.
Yes.
For like SNL. Mm-hmm. That's just a bunch of comedians sitting in a room like bouncing jokes off of each other.
Right.
I would imagine it's kind of the same thing if two comedians are hanging out, getting high on their couch or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, you know, it'd be funny.
Yes.
Boom.
So there's a guy who I know who just had a really bad accident. And I've been trying to help him out a little. A fella by the name of Bruce.
Okay.
I'm going to bring him his medications and a pack of cigarettes after this. Good fella.
Good.
Old Italian gentleman. I mean, he's not that old. He'd probably be insulted. He asked me to send him our podcast.
Oh, okay.
And so I did. And out of nowhere, he texted me this long monologue about the Amber Heard Johnny Depp.
Oh, boy.
So let's hear Bruce's thoughts.
Yes, let's do
on
it.
Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. He says, there were no winners in the Depp-Heard dilemma. It was a tragedy. He got his truth. She got her truth. And then there's the truth. Media blows it up to make money. Brilliant.
Absolutely true.
Pits women versus men again on some rich elites romance / tragedy. He is fucking killing it right now. When really, do not ignore the red flags. That sentence is a little. Being clear-headed, clean, and or sober is a good thing. Honestly, though, to self and by extension, those in our lives, see a red flag, call them on it.
Wow.
Fucking wise words from Bruce.
Wow.
He just knocked it out of the park.
He did. And he said it Didn't we read something about someone else who was like, there's no winners, but it sounded stupid when they said it?
It sounded dumb when they said it.
Yeah. Like
did.
the way that they worded it was like stupid.
Bruce twisted it right back into the big money
Yeah.
in big media.
And he's right.
He's correct. on
It's when we talked about it, that it's funny that was just like public,
Yes.
that you could just find that live on TV.
It's insane.
But the bigger trials are like buried. You can't find that. There's no
Right.
cameras allowed in the courtroom during those other, we won't say names, trials.
Yes.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Very interesting to me.
How old would Jimi Hendrix be if he was still alive?
You're right.
Oh, you could do like, and then I don't know. I want to find a way to really twist it funny for like people who died a very long time ago. Like,
Yeah. Like
how
King.
old would Jesus Christ be?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus would have been 4,000 years today.
Yeah.
Or something crazy. That's probably not accurate. I don't know how long ago.
You get
But
like a Christian, they're like, he is
yeah, right.
4,000.
Excuse
Thank you
you.
very much.
Not would have. He is.
He is alive and well.
If you feel me, say amen.
Napoleon Bonaparte.
I'd like King Henry VIII.
King Henry VIII would have been. I like that. I like that one.
Yeah.
That's a fun one to do. Yeah, we're gonna workshop that.
Yeah, true.
We got to figure that out. I think we could make that kind of a series along with workshopping like weird movie ideas. We could call them workshops. We could be
Redband workshops.
We could do workshops.
I like that because that's actually a very cool thing to me. Like I love
Yes.
watching things happen live. Like I love watching people do sales, a
Yes.
cold call live to see how they make the sale.
Yes.
Or just like if I could be a fly on the wall of a movie set and just watch a director just direct in real time, an actor. If I could have been a fly on the wall in the hotel room of Heath Ledger before he died
Yeah.
and watch how he became the Joker, what he did.
I thought you were gonna say watch how he died.
No, that's not what I know. That's why I said before he died. That would be so cool.
Absolutely.
You would learn so much that way. So like, yeah, to watch taking a nugget of an idea and how it becomes a full joke. And then we cut to you in the club actually saying that joke and
Right.
getting an audience laugh. That's super cool.
That would be great.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
need to
I'm
do
down
that.
for that.
We need to do that. We could workshop script ideas, short film or something.
Yeah.
And then obviously we'll be workshopping fake funny movie ideas with our Hallmark video.
Oh man.
That'll be a fun way to see how the process works. It's actually, that brings up something I thought about though recently, and it is crazy how that can happen. You're not a fly on the wall per se, but like that makes me think about how Todd Phillips just posted Joaquin Phoenix sitting there reading the Joker 2 script.
Oh, okay.
And that's like on his Instagram for people to see. That used to be an intimate moment that happened behind closed doors.
Yeah.
Now it's a picture of Joaquin Phoenix sitting there smoking a cigarette, reading the script for Joker 2.
That's awesome.
I mean, you're just like, here we go. That's a moment.
That's historic.
It's crazy. And the sports thing is really blowing my mind in terms of this because the NBA finals are happening
Yeah.
and Draymond Green has a podcast.
Okay.
So he's playing in the NBA finals and then he goes up to his hotel room and records a podcast right after the game.
Oh, that's cool.
Imagine if that would have happened at any other time in history. Like, imagine
Michael
Michael
Jordan?
Jordan. Did you just say that?
Yeah.
Michael Jordan plays the finals, walks back up to his room, and he's just like, I just killed those motherfuckers. Like, did you see what I just did there? He's like, anyone want to gamble? You know, so.
He puts on his Hanes.
Yeah.
His Hanes t-shirt, tagless t-shirt.
Sponsored by Hanes. That's what it would be.
It
This is the
would.
Michael Jordan podcast, sponsored by Hanes,
Damn.
sponsored by Las Vegas and all my bookies.
Yeah.
Sponsored by
Space Jam.
Space Jam. The people who I owe money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I didn't know that Draymond Green did that. That's cool.
And it's really weird because it's like you said, it's like the fly on the wall thing. It's like this guy is in the midst of playing in one of the most important series of his life, something that is historic, something that used to have a mythology behind it. You didn't know what was happening between games. unless you got coverage from the media.
Yeah.
This is a guy who's saying, like, I'm going to tell my own story between these games.
And how cool. That's like a diary in a way.
Right?
Like he can go back, everyone can go back and watch the progression of his thoughts and feelings after each game.
Yes.
Leading up to the historic moment of whoever wins. And like, then that's really cool.
It's really cool.
Smart.
We're all a fly on the wall now.
Yeah.
We are all a fly on the wall who get to see what happens. And you love that shit.
That's super
that's
cool.
like crack. Like, give me a hit. I'll smoke it.
Yeah. Right.
Because that's good content. I don't give a fuck who it was. I don't care if it was Steph Curry or fucking whoever one of these fuckers playing the game. Like,
Exactly.
I want to be their fly on the wall for them after playing a fucking an amazing game of basketball.
Imagine if you could have been a fly on the wall in like the golden era of SNL writer rooms.
Oh my God.
Are you kidding? I mean, yeah, you'd see a lot of like cocaine and stuff happening on the tables, but then you would watch how the greatest bits and sketches came out.
It would be just amazing.
Yeah.
You gotta know. And that's a hard one. Comedy sketches. So yeah, anyone would want to be a fly on the wall there.
Or even more modern, Key and Peele.
Yes.
I would have loved to just watch those two sit and write their bits.
Yes. We should do sketches. We should do workshop sketches.
Yeah. Got a couple
those
in
are
mind.
hard.
We have a few, me and Matt. We've got a
Okay.
few. We just need to workshop them.
Need to fucking workshop them.
Yeah. Thank you for listening today. And please go check out our YouTube channel, subscribe, be notified so you can see when our videos come out. Check out our Hallmark one and any of our other past ones and stay up to date. We're going to start releasing videos with our podcast, which we're excited about. So definitely look out for that as well. And until then, stay funny, stay up, stay Redband.
Stay motherfucking Redband.
See ya.